In the final round of the Tullamore Court Hotel Offaly Senior Football Championship, it was Ferbane who would face off against Edenderry at the Faithful Fields in Kilcormac, with both sides looking to impress and guarantee themselves a quarter-final spot and looking further up the group as well. Both sides in decent form throughout the opening stages of this championship, as it was very hard to call this game pre-kick-off. It was Edenderry who would start it better though, with their centre-back and captain Colin Byrne turning provider for Mark Abbott, and Abbott just tapping over off the left foot to get the game's opening score. It was Edenderry who continued to move the ball well inside, patient in their build-up. This time Abbott turning provider as a short series of hand passes came out as far as Keane, Farrell, and Farrell continued his excellent scoring rate in this championship, making it 2 points to no score. It was Edenderry who were dominant in the early stage as the experienced captain Richie Dalton, he fed Adam Mahan inside to Sean Doyle, and Doyle under pressure managed to get the ball over the bar despite the attentions of the Ferbane defence. 4 points to no score in favour of Edenderry. Farrell continued to show well for the ball. He had a brilliant crossfield ball into the corner where Edenderry looked to really maintain this excellent start they had, and it was Oren Lawton who jinked this way and that back onto his left foot, and he curled over another fine score to extend Edenderry's lead to 5. Ferbane, while they were slow in their build-up, they eventually raced into the match, and this time it was Ronan Maguire who got the ball in the corner, fending off some good challenges from the Edenderry defenders, and Ferbane get their opening score of the game. Ferbane were slowly coming into this match, and the experienced Aidan Keenan, he got a good ball down in the corner once again towards Maguire. Maguire turning provider this time, back to Aidan Keenan. He found the ball inside, and it was a spectacular save from Keane Johnson by Mark Young in the Edenderry goals. Edenderry though continued to play the better of the stuff in this opening half. Winning the ball inside once again was Alex Kenny. Kenny taking on that Ferbane defence, and from an acute angle eventually finding the top corner with a brilliant goal with the instep of his left boot. Looking comfortable, Edenderry led by 6 early in this game as they looked to really try and build a momentum, but Ferbane tried to roar back into this match, and a huge score taken, eventually fisted over the bar there by Oisín Kelly on the edge of the square, got Ferbane a much needed score. But it was Edenderry who continued to impress up front, with Jordan Hayes starting that attack, eventually finding its way towards Mark Abbott, and this time it was Jack Cullinan in the goal for Ferbane who got to make an excellent save. Ferbane now started to enjoy a bit more possession, and inside Keane Johnson looked to turn provider. He played an excellent ball down in the corner towards Ronan Maguire. Maguire back onto that left foot was a brilliant finish for Ferbane. An excellent team score there, an assist by Keane Johnson. But Edenderry were rallying well, and it was their centre back and captain Colin Byrne again with his storming runs up the field. Got the ball inside towards their corner forward Sean Doyle, and Doyle with another beauty of a score for Edenderry as they really look to keep that pressure on Ferbane. Ferbane were trying to get into this game before half time once again. They got in another goal chance, this time from their corner forward Ronan Maguire. Bounced back off the crossbar as Ferbane just couldn't hit the back of the net early in this game. But they still tried to make some chances before half time, and Ferbane once again looking lively up front. This time it was David Cox, his effort saved once again, and Ferbane hell bent on going on goals, but Edenderry's defence held firm throughout that first half. Ferbane's last chance of the half was going to come through Ronan Maguire, and Maguire from just outside the 21 metre line popped over the bar. An entertaining first half, but it was Edenderry with momentum at half time. Edenderry a goal and 9, Ferbane 6 points. With Edenderry now being the dominant team in that opening half, it was up to Ferbane to try and respond in the second half and get their momentum underway, and it was midfielder Oisín Kelly who ploughed through the middle of that Edenderry defence and coolly dispatched a shot to the back of the net beyond the Edenderry goalkeeper Mark Young with a brilliant individual goal. Ferbane now aided by that momentum, and it was Keane Johnson with a restart from a free. He got it down in the corner as far as Aidan Keenan. Keenan came in across onto the left foot and curled a brilliant effort over the bar to put one between the sides. Edenderry though, to their credit, weren't going to give up easy, and it was Sean Doyle getting another fine score from the corner, this time off the right foot to maintain their lead. But Ferbane were slowly starting to move through the gears and playing around some good ball with some good direct running, and once again it was Oisín Kelly on the end of a move. He powered in behind the Ferbane defence once again, and this time a brilliant goal finished at the top corner of the net off the instep of the right boot, put Ferbane in control of the game. by them two Oisin Kelly goals. It was Ferbane who tried to work more scores, going for goal again, but once again an effort was saved there, and eventually Ferbane tried to get it over the bar, but some brilliant defending by the Edenderry men in the back line, but eventually it came back out as far as Keane Johnson. He got onto the left foot and popped over the bar in what easily could have been another goal. Ferbane now had all the momentum, but Oisin Kelly pulling the strings at the middle of the field. He went through, turn provider this time once again as Ferbane looked to get goal number 3, and that was finished back in the net with a plum by Ronan Maguire, but a brilliant assist once again by Oisin Kelly, who had really stepped up to the fore in this half. Ferbane weren't done with yet though, and it was Keane Johnson. His pace was causing a lot of problems for that Edenderry defence. He got back onto his left foot and curled a beautiful effort under pressure over the bar as Ferbane firmly took control of this game. And it was Ferbane who would go on with an impressive second half performance to dominate that second half and claim all 2 points in the final round of this championship. It finished Ferbane 3-10, Edenderry a goal and 10.